So we're coming back to another example of this juxtaposition of things and the implied space between them. Especially in ancient Chinese, the characters set up some kind of general scenario which is totally open to interpretation. So say, for example, there's a man standing next to a pit. Is the man going to fall into the pit? Is he going to escape the pit? In other words, it sets up a potential drama. It doesn't define it. It doesn't tell you the beginning or the end of it. It just sets up the potential. So coming back to this, in order to get translations from this kind of sequence of Chinese characters, there's an enormous amount of interpretation has to occur. And the interpretation has to occur by people speaking to each other. So people from two different languages trying to understand where their intentions and their meanings might coincide. This thing about orientation, if we think about north, south, east and west, for example, we can talk about travelling to the east or travelling to the west or to the north or to the south. But the east, west, north and south are not places. They're tendencies. So we can only do a journey in this direction for a limited amount of time before it becomes the other direction. The notion of east is established in relation to both its opposite and its corollary. So north-south makes it possible to have east-west. Another way of drawing this is to have the horizontal dimensions of space, which we tend to experience, and then the vertical dimensions, which are zenith and nadir. So this gives us 3 vectors, well, it gives us 6 possibilities. And that is essentially the conceptual model that underpins our intelligence. This diagram here shows us that it's in making a journey that something has meaning. Because if we say, I am going to the west, that might have some meaning if you're not there. But when you're there, I can't say, I am in the west. We can use these kind of concepts to develop critique.